Most dinners we eat are quietly sabotaging our energy levels without us even realizing it. You finish your meal feeling full, only to notice a heavy, sluggish sensation creeping in, bloating that makes you uncomfortable, and a few hours later, an irresistible urge to snack again. This cycle isn't just about willpower or overeating. It's about the foods we choose, how we combine them, and when we eat them. Conventional meals, high in refined carbohydrates or low in essential nutrients, trigger spikes and crashes in blood sugar, inflammation in the gut, and slow metabolic responses that leave your body craving more, even after a substantial dinner. The good news is that dinner doesn't have to be a passive part of your day. It can be one of the most powerful tools for restoring energy, supporting your metabolism, and enhancing digestion. With the right combination of proteins, healthy fats, and low glycemic carbohydrates, timed strategically, your evening meal can nourish every cell in your body, calm digestive stress, and stabilize blood sugar so you wake up feeling refreshed instead of bloated and tired. Even small adjustments in the way you prepare and enjoy your dinner can dramatically influence hormone balance, gut microbiome health, and energy levels well into the night. In this video, you'll discover practical, science-backed strategies for transforming your evening meal into a nutrient-dense, energy-sustaining feast. You'll learn which foods work synergistically to support your digestion, boost metabolism, and prevent those late-night cravings that derail your health goals. This isn't about restriction or fad diets. It's about understanding the way your body responds to food and using that knowledge to create dinners that truly restore, rejuvenate, and support long-term vitality. When we think about dinner, most of us focus on taste, convenience, or simply filling the stomach. But what really matters is how our body processes the food and converts it into energy. Digestion is far more than mechanical breakdown of food. It is a complex, highly coordinated process that begins in the mouth, continues in the stomach, and culminates in the small intestine, where nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream to fuel every cell. The efficiency of this process depends on the quality and combination of the nutrients you consume. Protein, fats, and carbohydrates are not interchangeable energy sources. They are metabolized differently, signal hormones in unique ways, and influence blood sugar, neurotransmitters, and cellular energy production. Evening meals that are high in refined carbohydrates, simple sugars, or overly processed fats lead to rapid blood sugar spikes, followed by sharp crashes. These fluctuations trigger the release of insulin and other stress hormones, leaving the body in a state of low energy shortly after eating and creating strong cravings for more food, often in the form of snacks or sugary treats. Over time, these patterns contribute not only to fatigue, but also to inflammation in the gut and other tissues, impairing digestive function and placing additional stress on the liver and pancreas. The result is a cascade of metabolic disruption that affects sleep quality, hormonal balance, and overall vitality. It is also important to consider that the timing and combination of nutrients in your dinner profoundly influence how energy is released and utilized overnight. Meals rich in protein and healthy fats slow gastric emptying, providing a steady release of glucose into the bloodstream and stabilizing energy levels. Complex carbohydrates, particularly those high in fiber, support the production of beneficial gut bacteria and reduce post-meal glycemic spikes, while micronutrients such as magnesium, B vitamins, and trace minerals act as cofactors in mitochondrial energy production, helping cells efficiently convert food into ATP, the body's primary energy currency. The interplay between these macronutrients and micronutrients highlights why imbalanced dinners, such as those dominated by starchy carbs with minimal protein or fat, can leave us feeling heavy, sluggish, or wired but tired. Inflammation, which may be subtle and chronic, further interferes with nutrient absorption and disrupts the finely tuned signaling between the gut, liver, and brain. This can manifest as poor sleep, persistent fatigue, brain fog, and even mood disturbances, all of which compound the metabolic stress already created by suboptimal food choices. Designing dinner to satisfy cellular nutrient needs means thinking beyond calories and portion sizes. Each meal should deliver the right ratios of protein, fat, and low glycemic carbohydrates, combined in a way that supports slow, steady nutrient absorption and maximizes metabolic efficiency. Protein provides amino acids critical for neurotransmitter production and tissue repair, while fats, particularly omega-3s and monounsaturated fats, serve as essential building blocks for cell membranes and act as a sustained energy source. Carbohydrates should come from vegetables, legumes, or minimally processed grains to prevent glycemic overload and support gut microbiome diversity. Attention to micronutrients is equally important because they are often the limiting factor in energy production. Magnesium, zinc, B vitamins, and antioxidants support enzymatic pathways in the mitochondria, ensuring that every calorie consumed is efficiently transformed into usable energy rather than contributing to oxidative stress or fat accumulation. Pairing nutrient-dense foods in a way that enhances absorption, for example, combining vitamin C-rich vegetables with iron containing proteins, further optimizes the metabolic response to your evening meal. Ultimately, the principle is simple but often overlooked. A dinner that meets cellular nutrient needs, balances macronutrients appropriately, and respects the timing of digestion can prevent the energy crashes, bloating, and inflammatory responses so common in modern diets. By understanding the physiology of energy production and the metabolic consequences of poor food combinations, it becomes possible to transform your evening meal from a passive, potentially harmful event into a deliberate, restorative feast that supports vitality, metabolic balance, and overall well-being. Protein is often overlooked at dinner, yet it is one of the most critical nutrients for stabilizing energy, supporting metabolism, and keeping late-night cravings at bay. High-quality proteins, whether from fish, lean meats, eggs, dairy, or plant-based sources such as legumes and quinoa, provide the building blocks the body needs to maintain cellular function, repair tissues, and regulate hormones. Unlike carbohydrates, which can cause rapid fluctuations in blood sugar, protein slows digestion, promotes satiety, and helps maintain steady glucose levels, which is particularly important in the evening when energy demands decrease but metabolic processes continue. The amino acids from dietary protein are far more than structural components for muscles and tissues. They are precursors for key neurotransmitters that influence mood, sleep, and cognitive function. For example, tryptophan is converted into serotonin and ultimately melatonin, supporting restful sleep, while tyrosine is essential for the production of dopamine and noradrenaline, which regulate alertness and motivation. Consuming adequate protein at dinner ensures that your brain has the raw materials it needs to maintain balance overnight, helping prevent fatigue, irritability, and disrupted circadian rhythms. Protein also plays a central role in mitochondrial energy production. Mitochondria, the cell's energy factories, rely on a range of amino acids to carry out the biochemical reactions that convert nutrients into ATP, the energy currency of the body. Inadequate protein intake can impair these processes, leaving you with less efficient energy production and a higher likelihood of fatigue, even after a seemingly sufficient meal. In addition, amino acids support the repair and maintenance of muscles and other tissues during sleep, when growth hormone peaks and the body undertakes restorative processes. Over time, regular evening protein consumption helps preserve lean muscle mass, maintain metabolic rate, and prevent the slowing of metabolism that can occur with age or calorie restriction. Practical considerations around portion size, preparation, and timing are equally important. For most adults, a serving roughly the size of the palm or slightly larger, about 20 to 30 grams of protein, provides sufficient amino acids to support overnight repair and metabolic function without overloading the digestive system. Cooking methods that preserve nutrient content, such as steaming, poaching, or lightly grilling, help retain essential amino acids while avoiding inflammatory compounds produced by high-temperature frying. Timing your protein intake toward the earlier part of the evening can optimize digestion and absorption, reducing the likelihood of overnight bloating or discomfort, while still ensuring amino acids are available for metabolic and repair processes throughout the night. Pairing protein with complementary nutrients enhances both absorption and metabolic efficiency. Healthy fats such as olive oil, avocado, or oily fish provide factors that improve amino acid uptake and stabilize blood sugar further, while fiber-rich vegetables slow gastric emptying and feed beneficial gut bacteria, creating a nutrient-rich environment that supports both metabolism and digestion. Combining plant and animal proteins can also provide a more complete amino acid profile, particularly important for vegetarians or those with limited meat intake, ensuring that all essential amino acids are available for neurotransmitter synthesis, hormone balance, and tissue repair. Even small adjustments in protein selection, preparation, and portioning can have dramatic effects on evening energy and overnight recovery. Consistently including high-quality protein in dinner helps prevent the dips in blood sugar that trigger cravings for refined carbohydrates, reduces inflammation, and supports mitochondrial energy production. Over time, this strategy stabilizes both metabolic function and energy levels, making it easier to wake up refreshed, maintain muscle mass, and support long-term vitality. By viewing protein not just as a source of calories, but as a powerful tool for metabolism, neurotransmitter function, and hormonal balance, it becomes clear that the right dinner can be a cornerstone of restorative, energy-sustaining nutrition. Healthy fats are often misunderstood, yet they are essential for maintaining steady energy, supporting hormone balance, and protecting cells from damage. Fats from sources such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, olive oil, avocado, nuts, and seeds provide not only calories but critical building blocks for cellular membranes, hormone synthesis, and anti-inflammatory pathways. Omega-3 fatty acids, in particular, play a unique role in evening metabolism by modulating inflammatory responses, supporting cardiovascular health, and ensuring proper brain function. Monounsaturated fats, abundant in olive oil and avocados, help stabilize blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity, reducing the likelihood of energy crashes and late-night cravings that are so common with carbohydrate-heavy dinners. The benefits of healthy fats extend to digestion and nutrient absorption. Many vitamins, including A, D, E, and K, are fat-soluble, meaning they require dietary fat to be properly absorbed. A dinner that combines vegetables or leafy greens with a source of healthy fat enhances the uptake of these essential nutrients, supporting everything from immune function to bone health. Moreover, fats support mitochondrial efficiency, providing long-lasting energy by acting as a slow-burning fuel source. Unlike simple carbohydrates, which cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar, fats provide a stable, sustained release of energy, allowing the body to maintain metabolic processes and cellular repair overnight. Fat also works synergistically with protein and fiber to optimize digestion and stabilize blood sugar. Pairing a protein-rich food such as salmon or chicken with vegetables drizzled in olive oil or sprinkled with nuts slows gastric emptying, ensuring a more gradual absorption of glucose into the bloodstream. This combination minimizes the insulin response, reducing fat storage and preventing the energy dips that lead to evening cravings. Fiber from vegetables, legumes, and whole grains further supports gut health, feeding beneficial bacteria that contribute to nutrient metabolism and systemic anti-inflammatory effects. This harmonious interaction between protein, fat, and fiber forms the foundation for an energy-sustaining dinner that promotes both digestive comfort and metabolic balance. The role of fats in hormone production cannot be overstated. Cholesterol, a lipid molecule found in animal fats and eggs, is a precursor for steroid hormones, including cortisol, estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. Adequate fat intake in the evening supports the natural circadian rhythm of hormone release, ensuring that repair and recovery processes during sleep are optimized. Omega-3 specifically help modulate cortisol and inflammatory cytokines, creating an environment conducive to restful sleep, cellular repair, and reduced oxidative stress. Even small amounts of these fats in your dinner can have profound effects on how your body regulates inflammation, metabolizes nutrients, and maintains energy overnight. Practical application involves thoughtful pairing and portioning of healthy fats. A handful of nuts, a drizzle of olive oil on roasted vegetables, or a serving of fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week provides sufficient omega-3s and monounsaturated fats to influence metabolism and cellular repair. Avoiding trans fats or overly processed oils is critical, as these promote inflammation, insulin resistance, and metabolic stress, counteracting the very benefits healthy fats provide. Timing is also relevant. Consuming these fats alongside protein and complex carbohydrates ensures that digestion is slow, energy release is steady, and nutrient absorption is maximized, all of which support optimal mitochondrial function. Incorporating healthy fats into dinner is not about adding extra calories indiscriminately, but about strategic nutrient design. When combined with protein and fiber, fats transform an ordinary meal into a restorative, metabolism-supportive feast. This approach prevents post-dinner energy crashes, reduces inflammation, enhances hormone balance, and supports the repair processes that occur during sleep. By understanding the vital role fats play in sustained energy, cellular integrity, and overall metabolic health, it becomes possible to plan evening meals that are not only satisfying, but also actively contribute to long-term vitality and wellness. Fiber and phytonutrients are often overlooked components of dinner, yet they play a central role in regulating digestion, supporting the gut microbiome, and sustaining energy. Fiber-rich vegetables and fermented foods provide both bulk and nourishment for beneficial bacteria in the intestines, promoting regular bowel movements, reducing bloating, and enhancing the absorption of essential nutrients. Soluble fiber slows gastric emptying, which stabilizes blood sugar and prevents the rapid spikes and crashes that are so common after low fiber, carbohydrate-heavy meals. Insoluble fiber adds structure to the stool and supports the elimination of metabolic waste, preventing the buildup of toxins that can contribute to fatigue and inflammation. Phytonutrients, the naturally occurring compounds in plants, provide additional layers of metabolic and cellular support. These molecules, including flavonoids, carotenoids, and polyphenols, act as antioxidants, neutralizing free radicals that otherwise impair mitochondrial energy production and promote chronic inflammation. By incorporating a wide variety of colorful vegetables into dinner, you not only supply the body with micronutrients essential for enzyme function, hormone balance, and cellular repair, but also enhance energy efficiency at a cellular level. For example, sulforaphane in cruciferous vegetables stimulates detoxification pathways, while anthocyanins in berries support vascular health and reduce oxidative stress, both of which contribute to more sustained energy and vitality. Fermented foods such as sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and yogurt are rich in probiotics, which help balance the microbiome and improve digestion. A healthy gut supports more efficient nutrient absorption, allowing proteins, fats, and vitamins to be utilized effectively for energy production and metabolic function. Additionally, a balanced microbiome reduces the production of inflammatory cytokines, which otherwise interfere with sleep, energy, and hormone balance. The interaction between fiber, phytonutrients, and probiotics creates a synergistic environment where the gut can function optimally, supporting steady energy release and improved overall metabolic health. High-fiber, low-glycemic vegetables are ideal for dinner because they supply nutrients without causing dramatic blood sugar fluctuations. Examples include leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard, cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, and colorful peppers, zucchini, and asparagus. Legumes like lentils and chickpeas provide both fiber and plant-based protein, further stabilizing energy and promoting satiety. Combining these vegetables with a source of protein and healthy fat ensures slow digestion, sustained glucose release, and optimal absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, while supporting mitochondrial energy production overnight. Practical strategies for incorporating fiber and phytonutrients into dinner include roasting a variety of vegetables tossed in olive oil, adding a side of fermented vegetables to enhance probiotic intake, or mixing leafy greens into protein dishes for additional micronutrients. Salads with a mix of raw and lightly cooked vegetables preserve both fiber content and phytonutrients, while minimizing post-meal digestive stress. Stir, fries, soups, and stews offer opportunities to combine multiple vegetables, proteins, and healthy fats in a single meal that balances macronutrients and maximizes nutrient absorption. Using herbs and spices not only enhances flavor, but adds additional phytonutrients that support anti-inflammatory pathways and digestive efficiency. Over time, consistently including fiber-rich vegetables, fermented foods, and phytonutrient-dense plants in evening meals reduces inflammation, promotes a balanced gut microbiome, and supports the slow, steady energy release required for metabolic stability. This approach also minimizes bloating, reduces cravings, and encourages optimal sleep, allowing the body to repair and restore overnight. By thoughtfully combining fiber, phytonutrients, protein, and healthy fats, dinner becomes more than a meal. It transforms into a restorative, energy-sustaining feast that supports cellular function, digestive health, and long-term vitality. The timing and structure of dinner are just as important as the foods themselves when it comes to maintaining energy, supporting metabolism, and promoting restorative sleep. From a physiological perspective, the body's circadian rhythm governs hormone release, digestion, and energy utilization throughout the day. Eating too late or too heavily can disrupt these natural cycles, forcing the pancreas, liver, and digestive system to work overtime when they are preparing for rest. Late or oversized meals are linked to elevated insulin and cortisol at night, which can impair sleep quality, slow metabolic processes, and contribute to inflammation, bloating, and weight gain. Aligning dinner with the body's natural rhythms allows the digestive system to process nutrients efficiently, supports hormonal balance, and ensures that energy derived from food is used for cellular repair and maintenance rather than being stored as fat. Spacing meals appropriately throughout the day is also critical for evening metabolic optimization. Large gaps between lunch and dinner can lead to excessive hunger, resulting in overconsumption, rapid digestion, and post-meal blood sugar spikes. Conversely, eating a moderate-sized nutrient-dense snack if needed in the late afternoon can prevent overeating at dinner and help maintain steady glucose levels. The goal is to provide a consistent flow of energy while avoiding metabolic stress, ensuring that dinner complements the overall daily intake rather than overwhelming the system. Timing should also take into account sleep schedules. Ideally, dinner is consumed at least 2 to 3 hours before bed, giving the body adequate time to digest while still providing nutrients for overnight repair and energy production. Portioning is equally vital in supporting digestion, satiety, and metabolic efficiency. Meals should be designed to satisfy hunger and provide adequate protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables without overwhelming the digestive tract. A practical approach is to use the plate as a visual guide, roughly 1/3 protein, 1/3 vegetables or salad, and 1/3 healthy carbohydrates or complex plant-based options paired with a source of healthy fat. This balance ensures that amino acids, essential fatty acids, fiber, and micronutrients are available for steady nutrient absorption, mitochondrial energy production, and hormone regulation overnight. Overly large portions, particularly of carbohydrate-rich foods, can lead to bloating, sluggishness, and disrupted sleep, whereas small portions may leave blood sugar unstable and trigger late night cravings. Dr. Myhill emphasizes that the interplay between timing, portion size, and nutrient composition creates the optimal environment for metabolism and cellular repair. Combining protein, healthy fats, and low glycemic carbohydrates in the right ratios stabilizes insulin, supports mitochondrial function, and encourages the release of hormones such as melatonin and growth hormone during sleep. This is particularly important for muscle repair, immune support, and anti-inflammatory processes that occur predominantly overnight. Structuring dinner to meet these needs also reduces the risk of post-meal fatigue and keeps energy levels steady until breakfast. Practical strategies for meal timing include scheduling dinner at a consistent hour each evening, adjusting portion sizes based on activity levels earlier in the day, and pairing nutrient-dense foods to slow digestion and maintain satiety. Including fiber-rich vegetables and fermented foods supports gut motility and microbial balance, while moderate protein portions provide amino acids for neurotransmitter synthesis and tissue repair. Healthy fats enhance nutrient absorption and stabilize blood sugar, creating a synergistic effect that sustains energy and promotes restful sleep. Avoiding late night snacking is crucial, as it can undo the careful metabolic balance achieved with a well-composed dinner, forcing the body to process excess nutrients when it is ideally entering a restorative state. By paying attention to timing, portioning, and meal composition, dinner can become a tool for aligning metabolism with the body's natural rhythms. This approach not only prevents post-meal fatigue, bloating, and blood sugar spikes, but also enhances sleep quality, supports hormone regulation, and optimizes nutrient utilization. Over time, consistently practicing these principles transforms the evening meal into a restorative, energy-sustaining experience that nourishes the body, supports cellular repair, and reinforces long-term metabolic health. Constructing a dinner that truly supports energy, metabolism, and digestion begins with thoughtful selection of protein, fats, vegetables, and flavorings, combined with careful attention to timing and hydration. Protein forms the foundation of an energy-boosting evening meal, supplying the amino acids required for neurotransmitter synthesis, hormone regulation, and overnight tissue repair. Ideal choices include oily fish like salmon or mackerel, which also provide omega-3 fatty acids, lean meats such as chicken or turkey, eggs, or plant-based options like lentils, chickpeas, and quinoa. A serving roughly the size of the palm is generally sufficient to meet overnight metabolic needs without overloading digestion, ensuring steady amino acid availability for mitochondrial energy production and repair processes. Complementing protein with healthy fats enhances nutrient absorption, supports anti-inflammatory pathways, and provides a slow-release energy source. Drizzling olive oil over roasted vegetables, adding avocado to a salad, or sprinkling nuts and seeds onto dishes introduces monounsaturated fats and omega-3s, which help stabilize blood sugar and improve hormonal balance. Healthy fats also facilitate the uptake of fat-soluble vitamins from the meal, maximizing their benefits for immunity, cellular function, and metabolic efficiency. Combining these fats with protein ensures a synergistic effect on energy stabilization and satiety, reducing late-night cravings and supporting restorative sleep. Fiber-rich, nutrient-dense vegetables form another essential component of a metabolism-supportive dinner. Leafy greens such as spinach, kale, and Swiss chard, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, and colorful vegetables including peppers, zucchini, and carrots provide soluble and insoluble fiber to regulate digestion, feed beneficial gut bacteria, and slow glucose absorption. Fermented vegetables such as sauerkraut or kimchi supply probiotics to balance the microbiome, improve nutrient absorption, and reduce inflammation. Strategically combining a variety of vegetables ensures a broad spectrum of phytonutrients, antioxidants, and micronutrients, all of which support mitochondrial function, hormone regulation, and steady energy release overnight. Flavorful anti-inflammatory spices not only enhance taste but actively support digestion, circulation, and metabolic pathways. Turmeric, ginger, garlic, cumin, and fresh herbs can be incorporated into roasted vegetables, soups, or protein dishes to reduce inflammatory signaling and promote digestive efficiency. Even small amounts of these spices contribute to antioxidant protection, stabilize post-meal blood sugar, and improve overall nutrient utilization, making them a practical addition to every dinner. Timing and hydration are equally critical in maximizing the benefits of a restorative evening meal. Consuming dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bed allows digestion to progress efficiently while supplying the body with nutrients for overnight repair. Sipping water throughout the meal supports enzymatic activity and facilitates the transport of nutrients without overfilling the stomach. For individuals who are physically active or particularly hungry in the evening, a moderate late afternoon snack combining protein and healthy fat can prevent overeating at dinner and stabilize blood sugar levels. Practical examples of complete dinners include grilled salmon served with roasted Brussels sprouts and sweet potato cubes drizzled in olive oil, or a lentil and vegetable stew paired with a side of fermented sauerkraut and a small avocado salad. Another option is baked chicken breast accompanied by sauteed spinach, roasted peppers, and a sprinkle of walnuts seasoned with turmeric and garlic. Each of these meals delivers the right balance of protein, healthy fat, and fiber, combined with phytonutrients and anti-inflammatory spices to support metabolism, steady energy release, and optimal digestion. By integrating protein, healthy fats, fiber-rich vegetables, phytonutrients, and spices in well-timed, appropriately portioned dinners, it becomes possible to transform the evening meal into a restorative, energy-sustaining feast. These principles ensure stable blood sugar, enhance mitochondrial function, reduce inflammation, support hormonal balance, and maintain gut health, creating a foundation for overall vitality. Over time, consistent application of this blueprint not only improves energy levels and digestive comfort, but also reinforces long-term metabolic efficiency, making dinner a central tool for wellness, cellular repair, and lasting vitality.